Hello everyone, you read right. I'm calling it an underestimated substat for our runes. You head over to the arena, you look at the top players, and you just see them stacked with attack, crit rate, penetration, and this leads a lot of us just go and say, you know what? I'm going to try to get as many attack plus 10% on my heroes too. Now, I may be overthinking this and just getting a little bit too nerdy on it, but one thing I find probably a lot of people don't even pay attention to is these three little dots right over here. And this will give us the breakdown of the stats for that hero. And you can see here, we got crit defense, speed, attack power, physical defense, magical defense. There's a lot of information to take away from this, but I know what you're thinking. Pick, what does this have to do with the rune substats in it? And that's where I want you to focus on speed. That's the one I'm calling underestimated. Now you hear me talk about all the time that, these are the heroes I'm going for. This is the team I want to have. My Kion, my Lilith, my Benzel, my Lulu, and a Selena, which is great. Great army in my opinion. That's what I'm looking to use. But how do I want them to attack inside the game? Currently, my Lilith has some pretty high speed, which means she's getting her attack out before anybody else. But could you imagine if I got my Lulu to use her active first, and let's just say that Midas spare procced in, it'd be an extra 40% attack getting tossed on my Lilith, waiting for her to pop off. And then on the other note, we have a hero like Benzel, for example, with his poison that's going to remove the shield. His attack is 73. Now, after I go and do that, I immediately want my Kion to whack in right afterwards and get those hits when nobody has that shield on him. Now, Kion tends to be a little bit slow, sitting around 60 speed, so that's where I go and throw a speed plus 10 on him. Benzel's at 73, Kion's at 70. There's a good chance that nobody's going to be sitting in the middle of those to sneak in a turn and stun my Kion. Now, ideally, Lulu is the big one that I want to get to be the fastest and have everybody follow afterwards. I'm not really too worried about Babu. Babu's just doing his own thing out there. But think along the lines of even having a Dora with a Fleta following up or a Dora with a Milia following up. You really want to kind of focus and get those attacks and try to think about the process of the order you want heroes to attack to get the most efficient possibility out of it. Like I said, I may be nerding out about this a little bit too much, but with Guild Wars coming up, you might actually have to face somebody that's a lot stronger than you, and even going and clicking on their heroes and knowing the speed of each one of them and what order they're going to attack, and throw your heroes in the mix so you know, hey, it's going to be my Kion, then their Kion, then their Selena, then my Rochelle. It's a great way to kind of analyze and really think about this game to know at least a part of the outcome on it. So I know I've talked about it here and there, but that's what I've been kind of doing over the past couple of weeks now. Just trying to get these staged up, get my attacks lined up how I want to, so I can really optimize my army. And I encourage you guys to do the same too. This is something that could really change it for you. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be the matter of dropping out that attack plus 10%, so weigh it out how you want to be. I mean, if it's just your Lulu you're throwing first, good enough. That might be enough to help you out. But if you want to kind of try to tweak some other heroes too, it's never a bad idea to play around. At the end of the day, it's just a game. Have fun with it. You can always spend another 3,000 of these things to re-roll it to get that attack plus 10% again. So if you guys want to know more about Maxim inside Dimensional Rift and how I easily conquer them every single time, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.